Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic, and this is another reaction to Hunter x Hunter. It is episode 6, and well, you know what to do. As always, if you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the circumflex dot parts with real dots, and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear out my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, we had a little episode which had me grin quite a bit, because it reminds me of another series I reacted to in the past and still have to react to the last season. So we had a little cooking contest here, and some judges who are totally easily to persuade, and a judge who you cannot get at all. So two new characters, Menchi and Buhara. So, Menchi here in the picture. That was nice. Interesting idea. So, a surprising challenge for sure. Very fitting title. Because you would have thought of, a hunter a lot about fighting, no question there. About survival, being able to survive on yourself. So, their cooking might be a thing. I think about something a test like about politics, about empathy, about working together with others might be clever as well, because that's something you need. In many ways, hunters seem to be more than just the brute force who goes and kills. So here we have gourmet hunters. Hunters that are hunting for the taste. So getting the special ingredients as well, so they need to be able to defend themselves a lot. I like that idea. I like it really much. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. There is... I just forgot the name. There was a game I played on my computer where you cook as well, and you have to go out and hunt for the vegetables and the meat that you want. So this combination of getting the ingredients, and especially there are some ingredients you are not easy to get in a world like that, makes it needy. It makes it necessary to have a hunter on your side. If you're like, I don't know, want to have dragon meat or stuff like that, why not? So nice idea. I dig it. I'm in for it. So they had to make pork. So they had to get these pigs. And there it happened the first time. What happened twice in this episode? The one that had the idea of how to complete at least a phase of the exam was gone. In the first time it was kind of accidentally due to the tree, and he just draw the right conclusions out of it. And in the second time it was because he watched her closely what she did, and he was clever enough to understand. On both ways he was clever enough. Sure, it shows that he is kind of the best right now when it comes to this. It makes me wonder, however, if the examiners take that into consideration. It's in kind of bit the people passed because they just did what Gon did. Not only the ones we don't know, but as well his team, the 3 that are with him. However, on their plus side, they were the first to jump together, so they have the balls to do it. I'm not so sure here. The question is what you are testing. If you are testing, do you have the balls to jump into a canyon? Sure, the other passed as well, so it's 42. But if you're testing the cleverness and being aware, sensing the wind, stuff like that, it's only gone at the moment. So I'm not sure. They all failed in the first test, and I already said it during the reaction. I agree. I agree with the failing because they did not fulfill the quest they were given. They had a clear thing to do that was make a meal out of pork. Both of us have to be satisfied, and it is not only about the taste. She said that before that. And I mean, when you go into a restaurant, you don't want to have a whole pig roasted in front of you without having it skinned or anything. Sure, some of us would like to, but I guess the most don't. You want to have, as example, sliced meat, you want to have vegetables, you want to have potatoes, and so on. Or you want to have a stuffed pork with ingredients inside, you want to have a sauce to it, you want, do something more. It has to be a pleasure for the eye as well, for the taste, and the concept of it all has to be nice. But as some of you know, I watch Shokugeki no Soma, so I'm a little bit over the top when it comes to what I would like to see here. So I agree with her here, why they all failed. But then, yes, the chairman is right as well. It was a mean challenge. Seeing that she seems to be someone who is, well, you have to bring something to the table which is nearly impossible to make. But going back to the thing before, there was nothing special at all made. The thing that Kurapika did at least looked nice. It did not taste. Tough luck. But at least he tried. But he was the only one. The others just put either nothing or just some, vegetables. No, some flowers around it. Like, come on. Well, second test. First thing, we finally meet Netero, the chairman of this testing of this examiner committee. Interesting fella so far. Although I still question why they had a shot on Menchie's top area, if you know what I mean. Because I'm pretty sure I mentioned it during one of the first intros that he reminds me of the, is it Lord of the Tortoises from Dragon Ball Z? Something like that. Long time ago. And if he would have the same way of behavior towards females, which he doesn't have in his talking by now, that's already good. It would be like, oh well, why you go for the same thing? So second thing, they went for Mount Split in Half, a very fitting name. Once you see that there's this canyon inside with the spider web, with the spider webs of these spider eagles, which we haven't seen yet. And I'm pretty sure it is the same canyon we see in the outro. So, interesting, I guess they are going back there somewhere in the future. Or it's just part of that and it's just a picture that they used for the outro, but not showed in the episode. They got the X, and I like the fact that she had to do it herself as well. It's pretty clever, and she kind of shows you first how to do it. So you just have to follow along. So by that she proved that you can do it. It's no trap or anything. And she did pretty well, She's good at that. I mean, she's a full-fledged hunter, so she should be. And then was just the test. I think the major test was about, do you have the guts to jump in there? I wouldn't. I don't even have to think about it. I would not jump down there. But sure, Gon and the others did, and that was funny and was entertaining and the right thing to do. That the web got destroyed was not so much of a surprise either. Everyone was hanging there, and as I said, everyone was watching him, if for the right moment. So if sensing the right moment was a part of the test, only Gon would have passed it. But then, as I said, I guess it's mainly about the guts thing. I was aware that our also favorite character, the magician, had a card in his hands, so he was about to possibly throw it at her, I guess, when the exam failed. But then everything changed, so he didn't. Would have been interesting to see how he handles against a real hunter, an experienced one, That's it mainly. We have 42 people left now, so I guess there will be like a third exam. We have by now, I think, 4 I mean, she was in the intro. We have seen Satots in the intro, in the shadow images, I am not sure. I think it might be that Buhara was in there as well. There were some bigger pictures in, some bigger persons in. The Chairman Netero is in as well. There's a shot where he's sitting on a very long stick. So I'm looking forward to the next Examineer, guessing it's another one, and if this one is in the intro as well, and what the next test will be about. So we are going down in numbers, but not so fast as last time. So, nice episode, I like it. It was entertaining for sure. And with this, that's it from me this time. I hope you enjoyed. As always, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.